back to Inside the GA. I'm Grant May.
And I'm Todd Gackey.
And we're here bringing you your legislative update with everything that pertains to the Virginia General Assembly. So, Todd, tell me, what was the highlight of this week?
Yeah, I think you and I would agree. The highlight is the defeat of Senate Bill 1031, carried by Senator Pekarsky, which would have targeted homeschool families, particularly those that use the religious exemption. This bill kind of took some different variations, would have required certain requirements of these families. Then it turned into a work group study, or to study homeschooling and the religious exemption. It came before a Senate Finance and Appropriations Committee meeting last night. And in the very last hour, they defeated the bill. They voted to just pass by. And in fact, it was Senator Mamie Locke who made the comment that this bill needs a little more work and a little more study. So we needed to study the study. So that's legislative speak for they're not ready to vote on this bill, and this could pose an electoral issue for them.
I think there's a real shout out that belongs to the homeschool families and advocates that showed up, because this went through several subcommittees and committees, and every step of the way, there were homeschool families there ready to advocate for their rights. And it just shows that when you show up and speak out, you could actually make a difference.
Yeah, they showed up, and they showed up every committee meeting. They were there. They were heard. They were seen. So really, we do what we can lobbying, but really it's the voice of the people and the families that make a difference.
Awesome. Well, tell me, do we have a legislator earning our play of the week?
Yes. So this actually goes out to, on the House side, Delegate Tom Garrett. There was a bill that was on the floor of the House that would have, it was a non-controversial bill, provide resources for pregnant women. And so, but in the language, it referred to birthing individuals. So he was creative, and he got a floor amendment to change that to mothers. Mm-hmm. And so that was, he actually was able to get the House to be able to vote on this and take a full vote on whether or not you should reference mothers or birthing individuals.
Wow. And so what was the result of that?
Well, you have one side that believes in birthing individuals and the other side that actually believes that women have babies and that we should refer to them as mothers.
So the amendment to clarify that birthing individuals are women failed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Looking ahead, next week is crossover. What are we looking for? What's our scouting report?
Yeah. So there's a few bills that we're really keeping an eye out on. One of them is Senate Bill 1324. This is carried by Senator Surville, which is essentially Virginia's FACE Act. It would essentially criminalize people who are peacefully praying outside of abortion clinics. So this bill has now made it out of the Courts of Justice Committee. It's going to be before the full Senate and voted on, and likely has a chance of passing. So we're going to be working to try and stop that. Of course, the casino and the marijuana legislation, bringing more vices to our communities, preying on those who can least afford to lose. We'll be watching for those. And then I want to alert you to a bill that's Senate Bill 1098, carried by Senator Hashmi. It is a bill that would essentially protect those who are seeking reproductive abortion and gender-affirming care here in the state of Virginia. It kind of creates a safe haven for some of these minors that may come to Virginia to seek out these services. And it prohibits free speech, and you can't get in, if you get in the way and try and deny them of getting these services, there's penalties. So this is a very dangerous bill. But it's really interesting now that we've seen what the President Trump has done through his executive order.
Right, because we've seen recent news here in Virginia as these bills are coming through, as they're potentially creating a safe haven. What are the hospitals doing right now?
Well, we just saw just this week that VCU Health, they have said, well, we're going to put a pause on our gender affirming treatment and services that they're providing to families. So we already see an immediate impact on this. The Attorney General has issued a legal memo saying that this must halt. So it's already happening.
Wow, that sounds like what winning sounds like. But we'll be here next week to bring you all your legislative updates. Thank you for tuning in to Inside the GA. Be sure to follow us on X. Until next week.